everybody.
Hey everybody.
Welcome to Cooking with Mo and Deb. Tonight we're making old-fashioned, guess what? Old-fashioned what?
Dressing.
No. Old-fashioned, she already knows. I don't know why I asked her, guess what? We're making, y'all, and you're gonna have to excuse me. I've had a cough and a cold, but I'm getting better. But we're gonna make old-fashioned banana pudding tonight.
I love banana pudding.
Me too, y'all. And I love old-fashioned kind. The kind you actually mix all the ingredients together yourself instead of using Jell-O instant pudding.
Yes.
Which, you know, I'll be honest, I have done that a bunch of times. And everybody gobbles it up and it's good.
Yes.
But tonight we're wanting to do old-fashioned banana
That
pudding.
sounds wonderful.
So, the recipe I use is an old one, but it is a good one.
And it's an old-fashioned banana pudding recipe.
It is,
right?
and so we're going to go ahead and start adding things. Deb, if you'll just call them off, I'll throw them in the pan.
2.5 cups of sugar.
2.5 cups, that's granulated sugar.
1 12-ounce can of evaporated milk.
Evaporated
not
milk.
Condensed.
This is just a store brand that I purchase. I get whatever's on sale, y'all. I don't know if you do.
I just get whatever's on sale. Most things. Some things I have a few brands that I like.
Yes.
Specific on.
Sometimes, yes. All right, what's next?
1.5 cups of whole milk.
Okay, this is 1.5 cups of whole milk. And it is whole milk. You could use 2% if you wanted to. I'm sure it would still be yummy. All right.
And then we've got 6 tablespoons of all-purpose flour.
All right. I'm going to let this get a little bit warm before I start putting that flour in here, Debbie.
Okay.
So.
It looks, I mean, I have, my sister loves to make the quick banana pudding. And it is really, really good. But it's, like I said, I don't really know actually how she makes it, but it has a really good filling. And it's, you know, it's a cold. This is cold too after it's finished. I know.
The fridge, yeah.
But it's not the cooked filling, and that's what I like so much.
I like it. I know what you're talking about. You like it when before you put it in the refrigerator.
I could eat just the pudding part
too.
with a vanilla wafer.
Yes.
To dip it out
Oh
with.
my goodness, that would be so good. That would be so good. And I was just telling her, I have one daughter that loves banana pudding. And we used to go to a restaurant and she just loved their banana pudding. But it didn't, number one, it didn't have any bananas in it. And it might have 1 or 2 cookies on top. And then you're digging down trying to find a cookie and there's no cookies. So no, that was not great banana pudding. But anyway, she always loved their banana pudding. Anyway.
Now, one thing I do is if you use vanilla wafers, the Nilla vanilla wafers.
That's what we got. You want to grab that box, Deb, and those bananas while you're over there.
On the box. That's the one that I always make. Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
is. The Nilla, original Nilla banana pudding. That's the one that I always make. And it's very similar to this. It's a cooked filling. But you can, and I was just telling Mo too, if you haven't saw it, the Nilla has mini vanilla wafers now. You can buy they're smaller, about half the size. And so the last time I made a banana pudding, that's what I used. And so I ended up just kind of sprinkling them in it. And you pretty much had a bite of vanilla wafer in every bite.
You know what the biggest challenge was when we were growing up and Mother wanted to make banana pudding? There were 2 challenges she had to overcome. Number 1 is that her kids didn't eat up all the bananas. And number 2 is that somebody didn't find the box of vanilla wafers and eat up all the vanilla wafers.
Ooh, they're such a good snack.
My hubby likes them with peanut butter.
That's how I like them. Ooh, yeah, I used to put, this is silly, I used to put peanut butter and then 2 vanilla wafers. Then I got really smart and I put 1 vanilla wafer for peanut butter, 1 vanilla. So now I get more peanut butter with my vanilla wafer. You know, I love peanut butter. Anyway.
You mean you put like?
I didn't make a sandwich out of them anymore. I do individuals.
Oh, what an
I get more cookie and more
I
peanut
got
butter.
you, girl. Well, you and Daryl would get along great.
Yeah.
All right. We got
6 tablespoons of all-purpose flour.
6 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And that don't go until later, but
Oh, okay. I guess you got
we have to let this cook for a few minutes. And the thing is, you can't stop stirring it. Now you can use a double broiler if you wanted to. You know, Deb?
Yes.
And I didn't even think about that. We could have done that. But
This works.
Yeah,
If you keep stirring, it works.
it will.
If
It
you
will
don't
work.
keep stirring, I'm sure it's gonna stick, right?
Yeah. Hey, look what I picked the other day, Deb.
I love those. They're so pretty.
We went on a walk. Y'all, it's May. All the flowers are blooming. We went on a walk in the neighborhood, and those were beside the road.
Oh, they look really cute in your vase.
So I couldn't resist. I picked them and brought them home.
So that was something else last year that I did, and the flowers around my house aren't really in bloom. The wildflowers are not yet. But it just occurred to me that I didn't have to. I mean, I could just pick the wildflowers, just anything in the yard that is blooming, and put them in, like some little wildflowers like those. And I have peonies and irises, and so I just combined a whole big arrangement and just put. I'm not good at arranging, but I stuck them in a vase and I liked it.
Yeah, I like that too. I like just throwing a bunch of wildflowers in.
Yeah. Really pretty.
Whatever you've got.
Love this time of year.
So we're going to let this boil, and how long are we supposed
Stir
to let this
continuously
boil?
to keep from sticking, approximately 15 minutes.
Oh, that's a long time, y'all, but we're going to do it. We'll be back in a few minutes to show you what we got. Okay, you guys, this yummy pudding is getting thick now. It's been boiling for about 15 minutes on a low medium
It's gotten
setting.
thicker.
It has gotten thicker, and one way to test that, to see if it's thick enough, if you lift up your spoon and it like covers the back of your spoon without running off quickly,
Never have heard that.
then you can kind of
That's a good
tell.
guess.
Yeah. All right, so now I'm going to show you, you've got to add your 4 egg yolks. So I've got here 4 egg yolks that I've already kind of beat up with a fork. And what we have to do, and Deb, I'm going to let you stir this while I do this. Well, maybe not. Hold on. I think it's going to have to be a one-person show. But what we do, if we were to pour all of these egg yolks into this hot mixture, tell them what happens, Stevie.
They'll become scrambled eggs.
They would immediately scramble because
don't want
it's so
scrambled
hot.
eggs.
Right. We don't want big lumpy scrambled eggs in our banana pudding.
It's kind of nasty sounding.
So what you have to do is you have to temper your eggs. And what we're gonna do is just add a little bit. I know what I was gonna have you do, Deb. You're gonna be the fork.
Okay.
You're gonna stir while I temper in. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of the hot mixture in, and Deb's gonna stir that up. And what we're doing is bringing those eggs to a hot temperature, and that way we'll be able to just add them, and they won't scramble. So I'm gonna add a little more. Just do it a little at a time, 4 or 5 times. We'll show you this in a minute, so you can see what's happening over here in the egg bowl. In the egg bowl.
What's happening? It's just becoming a little bit. It's just heating up a little bit.
Thick, a little bit warmer. Incoming. Whee!
They're getting a little thicker. The eggs are.
Okay, so what'll happen then is when we add them, they're just going to be already acclimated to the heat. And then they should just blend in like a nice little soldier.
Yep.
We'll see. You think that's good?
I think so.
Okay.
You ready?
Let's pour them in.
All right, let me pour it in.
I'm gonna be stirring while you gonna be a pouring.
How many people does it take to make a banana pudding?
Apparently 2. How did our grannies do it?
Need more hands than
And
just
our
our
mamas.
two.
All right. And so I'm gonna just stir this a little bit and let those eggs cook, maybe for a minute or
It
so.
looks good. It's the pudding looks thick.
Yep.
You can probably see it on
Deb,
camera.
what do you think about cutting up those bananas.
Okay, I can do that.
So how do you like your bananas? Do you like your bananas like really ripe or just barely turning?
Barely turning.
Okay, so you're gonna love this then, Deb, because those were the ripest bananas I found a while ago at the grocery store.
This is perfect for me.
And they are barely turning yellow. They still have a lot of green left on them.
They're perfect for me.
Yep. I like them like that too.
I do not like them really, really ripe.
All right, I'm gonna take this off of the stove now. And I'm gonna add 4 tablespoons of butter. 4 tablespoons of butter. You know it's good with a half a stick of butter. For
It
sure.
makes everything better, right?
It does.
Butter better.
Butter better. Okay, and then I'm gonna add, get that melting there, a teaspoon of vanilla.
Oh.
But I'm gonna wait. I forgot, I don't need to add it while it's this hot.
Okay.
You know, sometimes if you add your vanilla when something's really, really hot, it kind of turns bitter.
Didn't know that either.
Yep, that's
Well,
one of those little
all
baker
kinds of
tricks.
stuff.
So we won't do that. We're just gonna let this cool a little bit and then we'll add our vanilla.
So I told Mo a minute ago, I remember one time when my mom was making banana pudding, but instead of bananas, she put strawberries in ours. I know she probably did it more than once, I just remember.
So all the
once.
same ingredients,
Yes.
but strawberries instead of
And
bananas.
she always did a stovetop cooked filling and the vanilla wafers and yes, strawberries instead of
That's pretty neat.
using bananas, and it was really good.
Yeah.
You know, I love strawberries.
Now one thing I wish I'd done, y'all, and why didn't y'all tell me? Why didn't you remind me? I wish I had mixed up that flour with a little bit of milk or water and gotten it all liquidy, because you know sometimes you get lumps by just dumping it in like I did. It's been a little while since I've made a banana pudding.
It's still gonna taste fine.
Oh yeah, it will. But
I won't complain.
just make a note of it, you know. You need
Make
to.
a slurry.
Now what do you call that, Debbie?
Slurry.
A slurry.
Hey, right? Slurry?
I mean,
Pretty sure
it
that's
might
right.
be. That sounds right.
Somebody correct me if that's wrong.
Okay, so you make you a slurry with your flour and some milk or water. We used milk, so I'd say you just use some of that milk. All right, so while Deb is cutting those, that's cooling a little bit, and we'll add our vanilla. I'm gonna go ahead and start the meringue. And what I've done is when I took those egg yolks out, sorry, I saved the egg whites for meringue. So we're gonna do some meringue. And it takes, if I need some sugar. Yep, it takes cream of tartar, a half a teaspoon. And I'm just gonna add it. It's that blue container. And then over here in my mixer, y'all.
Tupperware.
In my old Tupperware
canister.
container. And I'm gonna add 6 tablespoons of sugar.
So I have a memory of meringue, and one time I was trying to make a cake for my parents for their anniversary, and I could not get the meringue to work. I don't know what happened. My aunt came over and helped me, but meringue is something I have tried to stay away from.
Really?
Because I was afraid.
It intimidates you, Deb.
Yes. I did recently make it and it worked out, but
1 teaspoon of vanilla into the meringue.
let me turn the camera around so we can see you, Mo.
Ah, you don't need to see me. You're about to hear me. You're about to hear this
Over
mixer
there
over here.
is the mixer.
Okay, here it goes.
Takes about 3 to 5 minutes, so you just gotta turn it on and let it go. Right?
Don't be loud, y'all. Hey, Debbie's making some soup on this stove. All right, I think that has cooled enough that I can add the vanilla to our pudding, and we're gonna go ahead and put this together If you want to turn that back around and point it in that direction. Okay. So y'all know how to do this. We've got our pudding. We're gonna put it down first. Put a layer of pudding down first. Now Deb said she just drops her cookies in.
So that's the difference in us. Maybe messy might be the word for me, but Mo she likes for hers to be.
I just wasted a couple, Debbie.
How could you do that?
I know. So I'm making sure I'm not going real generous on this bottom layer, because I want to make sure we have enough cookies to put through the pudding.
That's why those little bitty ones are good.
So we've got a layer of cookies on top of our little layer of pudding. Now I'm going to lay bananas in between all those.
Oh.
Yeah. And we've cut up 5 bananas, or Deb did. How do you like this wee stuff? You got a mouse in your pocket?
See, I would have just dropped bananas all.
No. Not on my watch. Okay. So now we're going to go back with some more pudding.
Just checking the meringue. It's still got some pudding.
Does it look meringue?
It's still got some spinning to do in the.
No doubt.
Mixer.
I wish my smeller was working.
Well, mine's working, and I'm smelling
Can you smell the banana pudding?
Yes, it smells.
All right, back to the very uniform cookies into the pan.
I'm afraid to touch. I might get my hands hot.
No, I was telling Deb, this was my job when my granny would make banana pudding. She always let me place the cookies, not crackers. And I always took my job very seriously, y'all.
I believe it.
Did y'all do that? When you got to finally do something in the kitchen, did you take your job very seriously? I sure did. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oopsie. I'm taking mine seriously.
Now we're going to get maybe a little messy because we're in a hurry. So let's go ahead, Deb, and finish off with the bananas. I just like to make sure there's a bite of yummy goodness in every
cookie and a banana in every bite.
It's like a chicken in every pot. There's a banana and a cookie in every bite.
I understand that.
Yeah.
And there's plenty.
Oh yeah.
You put more cookies on?
Yep. We're gonna finish them off.
And it looked good. I think that was good, right? I think it was great. But we need more sauce first, right? I mean, more pudding.
We're about to empty this pudding.
Okay.
And there's not a ton of it, so.
The pudding is my favorite part. I could probably eat it with a spoon.
No, I know, me too. Good. Oh, yes. And then remember, we're going to have the meringue on top too.
Yes.
So that'll help.
Did you say what else in the meringue?
I think I did as I added it.
Sugar, vanilla.
Got 4 egg whites, 6 tablespoons of sugar.
I think the magic ingredient is the cream of tartar.
Yeah, I think so.
You gotta have some printer powder in it.
And I don't use that very much, y'all. I was wondering if I even had any a while ago.
That's the only thing I've ever used it for. I don't know what else you'd use it in.
Yeah. We might have cooked that a little bit long. This looks to be
I
a
like
little-
it. I mean, it looks like pudding. Can I start putting cookies on? Yep. Put them on, Dan.
Damn! Did you see what she just did, y'all? I cannot turn my back on this child. And when we do that, we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we've got this meringue whipped up here. See how pretty? Now we're just gonna.
peaks?
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
It forms peaks. So we're just gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this on here.
Sun's in my eyes.
I know it's bright and sunny this evening.
I love it. I love the sun.
I do too. I love the springtime.
Me too.
Okay, so here is our meringue. Nothing fancy. We're just gonna kind of smear it around. Smear it around town. As SpongeBob would say.
I love that. I love the. I'm not a huge meringue fan for eating it, but for looks, I like it.
I love the looks. And you know, Granny always made hers look so pretty, and I'm gonna try to attempt that here.
Some little.
Yeah, she would like a. She might have had a smaller spatula.
I had a piece of key lime pie in Key West.
Ooh, and it had
I
that.
bet the meringue was this big. It
Oh.
was huge. The meringue, I don't know how they do that.
They had those fancy pastry chefs there.
Okay. Well, that
All
looks really good, so we're gonna put that in the oven.
We're gonna put this in the oven and broil it for just a minute, and then we'll be right back.
And we'll show you what it looks like in just a minute. It's almost time. Oh, it is time.
It is time.
Oh, it looks pretty. It is so good.
Here's our banana pudding.
It
got
is
a
so
little
good
bit
with it.
of
Oh, I like it. It looks so pretty. It's even kind of sparkly.
Hey, oh, it got sparkly.
I don't know, but look, you can see the sparkling.
Oh, it is. It's gonna be sparkling in my tummy.
It looks yummy, yummy and pretty.
So there's our old-fashioned, on the stove, made from scratch banana pudding, and you can do it too.
Yes, give it a try.
You can do it
You
too.
give it a try.
We want you to make a banana pudding. Oh, bye, y'all. We're being silly tonight. We're both tired. Y'all have a good evening. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.